We're going to look at the Week 10 NFL Game of the Week between the 7-2 Buffalo Bills and the 5-3 Arizona Cardinals. The Bills, led by the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Josh Allen, versus the always exciting Kyler Murray. Should be a great, exciting game. We'll go over the Arizona Cardinals offense now. Look at Arizona's offense versus the Dolphins last week. Here it is in the first quarter, second one, and the minus 34. And again, if they're going to have success, they're going to have to utilize all the talents of Kyler Murray. Here he is running the zone read, pulling the ball, getting the ball outside for a nice gain, using his speed, using his athletic ability. We'll look at the back end. Here it is. All they're going to do is they're going to block down with the offensive line to secure those gaps. They're going to release this tight end into the flat, and he's going to block the man off the edge. They're going to put this defensive end on an island. If he goes down hard with the zone run, then Murray's going to pull it. If he feathers more, he's going to hand it off, and the ball's going to wind right back in there. He comes flat. Murray pulls it for a nice gain. Here it is, handoff again. There he's flat. This defender right here is responsible for the quarterback. He pulls it. He gets blocked. Again, we got blockers out in front. Look at the speed of Murray. Gets the ball down the field for a nice game. Still in the first quarter, it's 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals offense. If you're going to have success against the Cardinals offense versus Kyler Murray, you got to get pressure on him. This is what the Dolphins do. It's a 3-by-1 or 3-by-2 empty set. The Dolphins have linebackers up in the line of scrimmage. They're showing pressure. They're forcing the linemen to step down, and then they drop those guys out and bring pressure off the edge, and they get the sack on Murray. These are the things you have to do. You get pressure right in his face. Again, the ball comes out with the sack, picked up, running the other way for a touchdown. We'll look at the back end to see what happened. Here it is. Again, if you look at it right now, you got defensive linemen, defensive linemen, defensive linemen. You got safety, linebackers up in the gaps. Everybody steps down to protect the gaps, and then you have free hitters coming off the edge. These guys drop out. Linemen end up blocking nobody as defenders are coming off the edge free, getting the hit on the quarterback. And snap of the ball. Okay, everybody stepping down. The linebackers up in there engaging the offensive linemen as defenders are running free. They drop out. Again, linemen are wasted. You got free hitters on the quarterback. Ball comes out, picked up, turned the other way for a touchdown. We're in the second quarter right now. 3rd and 7 at the 44. Similar situation that we just saw. Again, Cardinals making the adjustment to the look. Again, the Dolphins have safety, linebackers up in the line of scrimmage. They're trying to draw the linemen to block them. What do the Cardinals do? They have a receiver. They have tight end. They're going to step in. They're going to block the edges. They're going to chip the edges and then attack the weakness of the defense down the field. Again, you got a quarters type look here on the top end, and all they're doing is running what is a traditional 78 combination, which attacks quarters coverage. Again, this receiver pushes up, runs a 7 route. It draws the safety with him. Then you got one-on-one on the outside, essentially, and he runs a big post. Murray puts it on him. You got nice protection because they added chippers. Everyone's stepping down. You got chippers for the protection. It's secure. Again, there it is. Chip. These guys are slowed down. Again, this is the one-on-one situation they're taking advantage of in this coverage. Ball's thrown out there. Nice throw and catch for a touchdown. Third quarter, 2nd and 9 at the minus 14 for the Cardinals offense. This is just an RPO that they run very well. What do they got? They have this X receiver. He's going to run a slant route inside. They're going to run a running play to the right side. Murray's going to stick the ball in there. The line are going to block man on. They're going to leave this linebacker free. Murray's responsible for him. He's going to watch. If he steps this way, he's going to pull the ball and throw the slant. If he feathers for the slant, he'll hand the ball off because they have one less player to defend the run. The numbers will be right for them now. And again, on this play, they show the run. The linebacker steps this way, throws it in the void. You got to watch out versus 3-4 because this outside linebacker is going to drop off. So Murray's got to negotiate that man, which he does effectively on this play. Again, ball snapped. Again, linebacker running with the run. You got the receiver beating his man on the slant. This is the only guy that Murray's got to worry about, trying to get underneath that slant. Murray puts it on him in the hole. Nice catch for a nice gain. Late in the third quarter, it's 1st and 10 at the +12 for the Cardinals offense. Again, you're going to have to contain Kyler Murray and his ability to run the ball. Here they are. Again, same type of deal. Zone read type. He pulls it, gets it outside for the score. Again, same deal. What they're doing is they have a bunch formation over here. They're going to motion this receiver from the outside in as if he's running a jet sweep type action. He's going to come underneath, and he's going to be one of the lead blockers. The offensive line, they're all going to reach to their right. Strong gap to their right. This defender, this defensive end, is going to be free. He's the guy that Murray and this tight end are going to have to read at the snap of the ball. He's going to put the ball in the back's gut as on a zone track. This tight end is going to pull backside. He's reading this defensive end. He has to decide whether he's going to trap him or he's going to bypass him and become a lead blocker for the quarterback. Murray puts it in there and then pulls it. He ends up having two blockers out in front. This is the linebacker who's responsible for the quarterback. He comes out, but again, you got blockers in front, so he can't do much. There's the motion across. There's a snap of the ball again. The defensive end is down inside trying to tackle the zone run. You got the receiver. You got the tight end pulling. Murray pulls it out. He's got two blockers in front. They make a nice block. They lead the way. He reads it well for a touchdown. Late in the fourth quarter, it's 1st and 10. Ball in the -25 for the Cardinals. They're down by 3. Teams are going to try to put pressure on Murray by blitzing. The Cardinals can't always rely on Murray's athletic ability to get him out of the blitz. Sometimes they have to attack them in their coverage. The Dolphins right now, they're going to bring 5. They're going to bring 2 guys off the edge with the 3 interior guys, and they're going to play a form of 3 deep. Behind it, they're going to rotate the secondary down to the 2 tight end side, away from the slot. They're going to man up this corner on this tight end right here. And all they're going to do is they're going to run this tight end up and run a hook route to control this man right here. They're going to run a deep crossing route to this void when this corner is tied down, covering the tight end, and this secondary safety man is rotated down for the flat. There's a wide open hole right here, and that's what they attack. That's what they exploit right now. Again, there's the rotation down. Okay, man-to-man coverage, rotation down. This safety working to the middle of the field. Again, there's nobody here responsible for this part of the deep third. They're going to get this speed receiver to that spot. Murray sees it, puts the ball out there. Nice throw, nice catch for a big gain in a crucial part of the game. Let's take a look at the Buffalo Bills defense. We'll look at the Bills defense versus the Seahawks last week. Here's a 3rd and 10, ball in the -25. And again, if you're going to be able to play Kyler Murray, you got to be able to put pressure on him. Again, Russell Wilson, a mobile quarterback as well. And the Bills are just going to bring a 5-man pressure. And they're going to be able to break down the protection, get pressure on Russell Wilson, create the sack, create the fumble. We'll look at the back end, see what happened, how they were able to manage that. Again, they have a linebacker up in this A-gap. It's a 4-man front. What he's going to do at the snap of the ball, he's going to blitz, and he's going to try to occupy this guard. They're going to run a game with this defensive tackle who's going to step up and loop back inside, forcing the offensive lineman and the running back to trade off responsibilities. Now you're going to have a defensive end rushing on a much smaller running back. That's going to put the initial pressure on Russell Wilson, defensive end on the outside. He gets upfield pressure. When he sees Wilson flush, he's going to retrace his steps, get back into the rush and get the sack. There's the snap of the ball. Again, there's the pick stunt right here, forcing the back to block the big 91. Here's Russell Wilson getting sacked by defensive end, retracing his steps. Third quarter, it's 27-17. The Bills are ahead. 1st and 10 at the -30 for the Seahawks. Again, if you're going to play guys like Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, you're going to try to get pressure on them. You can try to get them out of their comfort zone. This is what the Bills do. Essentially what they're doing is they're playing sort of quarters on the back end, sort of bracketing the outside receivers, manning up the inside receivers. These two linebackers are trigger rushing off the running back and the tight end. If they block, they're going to blitz and try to get pressure on the quarterback. This safety right here, he's responsible for the tight end. He's supposed to lock up on him. He doesn't. These guys rush. He plays more of a zone type of concept with brackets on the outside. There's a lot of space. Russell Wilson feels the pressure, does a nice job of avoiding. This defender should have been matched up with this tight end. Russell Wilson avoids the rush, resets his feet, puts it on the tight end for a nice completion, turn up the field for a nice gain. Fourth quarter now. Bills are up by 14. It's 2nd and 15, ball on the -20 for the Seahawks offense. Again, the way you attack Russell Wilson, the way you attack Kyler Murray, you got to get pressure. You got to find creative ways of getting pressure on these quarterbacks. Don't let them feel comfortable in the pocket. This is what the Bills do on this play. They're able to get the sack in a crucial part of the game. We'll look at the back end, see what they did. Again, what all they're doing is they're covering the 5 down linemen, forcing man-to-man blocking by the offensive line and putting this running back on this linebacker up through the A-gap. And again, that's a little bit of a mismatch, and the Bills are able to exploit that to create the pressure. And there's the linebacker sneaking up. The running back's got him. Powers through. And makes the sack for the nice loss to create a 3rd and very long. Fourth quarter, Bills are ahead by 21. It's 1st and 10 at the -45. They have the game in hand, but this is something that can't happen this week versus Kyler Murray. If you look what the Bills are doing, they're bringing pressure off the edge with a secondary man. They're going to try to overload the running back. They have this corner right here. He's going to work to the deep half on his side. This safety is going to work to the deep half on this side. And all the Seahawks do is they run 3 verticals right at them. They're going to put this corner in a bind, having to play the deep part of the field. When Russell Wilson buys time, creates more time for himself, the coverage breaks down. The corner runs with the inside receiver running vertical, and he drops the coverage on the outside, doesn't stay on top of that. And again, Russell Wilson finds that and makes the play. You can't do this versus Kyler Murray. Again, there's Russell Wilson escaping. Again, here's the corner. He's attached to the inside vertical. Here's the outside vertical, running scot-free. Wilson sees that, puts the ball out there. Easy catch for a touchdown. Can't do that. You got to stay on top, especially this part of the game. We'll look at the Buffalo Bills offense now. Look at the Bills offense versus Seattle this past week. Here we are in the first quarter, 1st and 10. Ball on the +25 fringe of the red zone. This is just a nice play attacking the Seahawks coverage. What they're doing is they're rotating the secondary weak away from the 3 receiver side. The Bills are going to motion this receiver across to create a 3-by-1, and there is the rotation of the secondary. And all they're going to do is they're going to take this X receiver with an undersplit. He's going to push up, and he's going to run a hook route, and that's going to tie down this corner right here and this safety. They're going to end up covering him. They have the back going on a swing route, which is going to handle the underneath coverage. And they're going to take this number 3 receiver, and they're going to run him on a race route or a deep over to the corner of the end zone. There's no one out here playing this third of the field. The safety does not have a chance to cover it. Again, this is a nice way of exploiting cover 3 defense the way the Seahawks play it. Again, there's a rotation down weak, snap of the ball. Again, you got the corner, you got the safety playing this hook out right here. You got the number 3 receiver running to this voided area. This is the only man that has a chance to cover it, but he's responsible for the middle third. The ball's thrown. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play design. Late in the second quarter now, Bills are ahead by 14. It's a 3rd and 6 at the -29. And like Kyler Murray, like Russell Wilson, Josh Allen does a nice job of escaping pressure, extending plays, and finding receivers to throw the ball to. This is what he does right here. He's got a 3-by-1 set. He's got the inside receiver running the deep over route. He's going to drop back. There's going to be pressure. He's going to escape the pocket. He's going to find the man running away from man coverage and put it on him for a nice gain. There's the snap. There's the pressure. Again, he's escaping the pocket. There's the one-on-one coverage, trying to create a pick with the tight end. Once he gets through there, again, he pops open. Allen extends the play, makes the throw on the run. Nice catch, big play in that part of the game. Late in the third quarter now, the Bills are only up by 7. It's a 2nd and 8 at the -40. And again, what you're going to see here is, teams love to run the deep over routes that we've shown a couple times in this session. And then this is the corollary play. Again, number 3 receiver up on the line of scrimmage, fast guy at the 3 position. Expect this deep over. Expect the race route. That's the route that's going to kill the defense. You do it already. You beat them. What do? You come back. Again, the Seahawks are playing man-to-man coverage. You come back. You show the deep over route, and then you turn it into a sail route or a corner route. There's going to be great space right here. The number 2 receiver shows like he's running an under route or a crossing route, and he whips back around, and you can create your high-low if they happen to drop into a zone coverage. Again, they're blitzing 2 guys up front, man-to-man coverage. Again, there's the receiver showing the deep over, getting the defender running this way, and then he's going to snap it back out. Here's the underneath receiver showing the crossing route and coming back underneath. A lot of hole right here. Again, he pops back out. Allen puts it on him for a nice gain. Nice play concept within their system. Okay, here we are in the fourth quarter. It's 27-20. The Bills are ahead. They have the ball. It's 3rd and 16 at the +35. So they're on the fringe of field goal range. They're probably just in field goal range. They can try to make it a 2-score game. The Seahawks don't want to do that. So what they're going to do is, even though it's 3rd and 16, they're going to try to blitz them. They're going to play 0 coverage on the back end. They're going to bring 3 guys. They're going to try to create a sack to knock them out of field goal range. The Bills understand that that's probably what they're going to do. So they run a wide receiver screen here, knowing that no one in the back end. They're going to be blitzing everybody up front. There should be a lot of room to run if they can complete it and make the first block. And here's the pressure coming up in there. Again, no one in the back end. You got 7 guys rushing. Again, man on the backside. If we get 1 block by the receiver, throw the ball to the outside man, get him up in there for a nice gain. And there's the catch. You got lineman out in front. Yeah, nice play call to get the ball all the way down to about the 2-yard line on a 3rd and 16 from the 35-yard line. It's a nice play call against what Seattle tried to do to them. Let's look at the Arizona Cardinals defense now. We'll take a look at the Cardinals defense versus the Dolphins last week. It's the first quarter, 1st and 15, ball in the +21, fringe of the red zone. The Cardinals like to play a lot of quarters coverage down in the red zone, and the Dolphins put up a great play design to attack that. You got quarters in the back end. The corner safeties are split in the back end in quarters. You got 3 defenders underneath having to defend the underneath coverage. They're going to match up in their zone coverage. The Dolphins line up in a 3-by-1 set. They'll motion the receiver back into the backfield, and he'll run a swing route. They got the outside receivers running takeoff routes, which will take the corners out of there. The defender will run with the motion, and then they'll send this running back on a swing route this way, which will draw the linebackers out. There'll be a gigantic hole in the middle of the defense. The Dolphins just take this tight end. He's going to block, and then when everything opens up in the middle of the defense, he's going to leak out to the middle. They're going to target him. He's going to make the catch for a nice gain. There's the motion to the backfield. Snap of the ball. Again, everybody's running with the swing route. Here's the tight end blocking. The middle of the field's wide open. He hits the middle. Quarterback puts it on him. Turn upfield. Get the ball inside the 5-yard line. Nice play designed by the Dolphins. Second quarter now. It's 17 all. It's 2nd and 21, ball in the minus 34. It's a great blitz design by the Cardinals. They take this safety, they line him up down to the weak side. They're showing blitz coming off the weak side, and at the snap of the ball, they run him out to the middle of the field. They take this safety who's deep, they drop him down, and they bring the pressure off the opposite side, which forces the Dolphins to have to put their running back and their tight end on the blitzers. They waste some of the offensive linemen blocking guys who are dropping into coverage. And again, those one-on-one matchups are exploited in the blitz, and they're able to get pressure on the quarterback. Here's the blitz coming the opposite way. And there's the sack. We'll look at the back end. What's going to happen is there's the safety down right here. You got a defender right here. It looks like they're bringing blitz to this side, to the right side, right before the snap. This safety is going to drop deep. This safety is going to come down strong. They're going to blitz this linebacker. They're going to blitz somebody off the edge. The tight end and the running back have to pick those guys up. There's too much pressure inside, and they get the sack. There's the rotation right at the snap. Again, there's the back is responsible. There's the tight end. The slanting defensive end is on the inside of the tackle. He gets pressure. They're able to engulf him and get the sack. Nice blitz concept. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, hit the like button and feel free to share it. You can also find interesting and informative content on sports, politics, and society at objectivityistheobjective.com. You can also check out my new book, No Wind, at amazon.com.